Good morning once again. Sam Rabin, the Community Outreach Director for the Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity, with you once again as we start the second hour of Giving Tuesday with our very special all-day Facebook Live event that we are calling the 12 Hours of Giving. I apologize that we're starting a couple minutes late, but I was in Charlotte Courthouse, as you know, for the first interview we had this morning, and now I am on the campus of Longwood University in Farmville. We'll be speaking here for a few moments this morning in the second hour of giving with Jen Cox, who is sitting here with me. And thank you for being with us.
Thanks, Sam.
Jen is finishing out her current term as the president of the board of directors for the Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity and has done an outstanding job in that leadership position. So I'd just like to thank her publicly for all she has done there. So Jen, would you tell us a little bit about yourself, give us a little bit of your background and what it is you do here at Longwood University?
Sure. So I currently serve as our Director of Local and Community Relations at Longwood. So I work with all of our area organizations, so whether they're civic groups, nonprofits, businesses, the governmental relations organizations, all of those pieces together to see what we can do to partner between Longwood and all those entities.
Okay, great. And how long have you been here in Farmville, Jen?
9.5 years. I actually got here in June 2007.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk a little bit about one of these community organizations, of course, Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity. Sure. Tell us a little bit about how you first became involved, how long you've been involved, different things you've done along the way, and just speak a little bit about your habitat experience.
Sure. I actually started in summer 2011. A former colleague here at Longwood had been on the Habitat board for probably a year, Stacy Wilkerson, and she asked me if I was interested in getting involved. So I first started as a member of our fundraising committee, and then a month or two later joined the board. So I've been on the board about 5.5 years now.
Okay, great. And I will take this opportunity to say that we're always talking about how Habitat wouldn't be able to do what it does without volunteers and donors. And volunteering is not just about coming out on the build site and doing construction. That is one important aspect of it. But there's many ways to serve, whether it's helping prepare food or snacks for those who are on the work site. It may be coming to the restore and volunteering at our restore, which we'll be talking about later on in the day. It may be helping out in our office, our administrative office, with some work that's being done there. But another great way you can be involved, as Jen just mentioned, is serving on one of our committees. It's a great way to really get into the thick of things with Habitat. There's lots of different committees that we have, ways that you can serve. And then, of course, sometimes serving on our board of directors is another way that people can volunteer to help with the local habitat. So if any of those things are things that interest you, we always encourage you to contact us, to check with us. We can always find a way to use anybody that wants to give back to the community and help us as we serve those in need of safe, decent, affordable housing. Now, speaking of volunteers, we are here on Longwood University, and I think it goes without saying that Habitat would not be able to do what they do without a great partnership with Longwood, specifically with volunteers. Can you speak a little bit to that for us?
Sure. I mean, I think we've had volunteers in so many different forms. We have had a lot of Longwood faculty and staff over the years volunteer to be on boards and committees. And then looking at our student population, we always can use and always need our student volunteers. I know there's a class every fall here at Longwood that has Habitat as one of the groups that they work with to help raise money and raise awareness. And our students just continually love to support Habitat, whether it's on the build site, raising money. And on the flip side, they also do a lot of great things to help support Habitat, especially using the restore when they need to furnish their apartments off campus.
Very true. Yes, we could not do what we do without volunteers. And Longwood University gives just fantastic volunteers, student groups that are involved, eager to be involved, always looking to help in so many different ways. We reach out to them and they just keep coming back. And we appreciate it. We can definitely tell the difference when we're doing a build in the summer versus not in the summer when Longwood University and, of course, our Hampton-Sydney College students are not here in town. It definitely makes a difference. So thank you very much to Longwood University. Now, today is Giving Tuesday, and, of course, we are asking you to consider giving to the Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity to make a financial donation. You can do that on our website. farmvillehabitat.org. All of those links are here on our Facebook page. Check the website out. It's the same address we've always had, but a brand new website is debuted with new look, new content, new ways of getting around, and some new things that are going to be rolling out in the weeks ahead. But very easy to go there and donate. I did it myself yesterday. It took less than 90 seconds for me to do everything I needed to do to make a donation to Habitat. Now, we're not just asking you to give. We also believe in giving back. One of the key components of Habitat is what's called the global tithe. Habitat is founded on Christian principles, and one of those principles is tithing to those who are in need around the world. And every Habitat affiliate, local organization, local community habitat, one of the things they do is they give a portion, it's decided on by that Habitat, to help another country where Habitat is working around the world. And one of those countries that we have tithed to in years past is Guatemala. And Jen has a very unique perspective, as she very recently, this past summer, did a faculty kind of study abroad program in Guatemala, specifically looking at housing and some Habitat things going on there. And I'll ask her to speak a little bit about that, because it is a great story.
Sure. Thanks, Sam. So as Sam said, we used to tithe to Guatemala, and for our faculty staff development trip, we had an opportunity to put in an application to say what would we want to research and look into if we were to have the opportunity to go to Guatemala to learn more about what's going on there. So another board member and I decided that we would look at what housing looks like in Guatemala, especially in rural areas and in areas where there's just not a lot of income. So we did a lot of research on NGOs. We looked at kind of our civic groups and what other organizations were out there trying to help Guatemala. So for 10 days, we were in Guatemala. So we went through Guatemala City, Lake Atitlan, and all these various rural areas, and got to look at the ways that different people live in Guatemala. So one of the things that's really interesting is with Habitat, depending on the country, it's not just about building houses. There are a variety of housing solutions that Habitat has. There are opportunities to have community gardens. There are opportunities, of course, to build houses. Then one of the other great opportunities, especially in South America, is to look at having homes that have smokeless stoves to kind of improve the quality of life and the air quality for people that are there. So we had an opportunity to go into a couple different homes to see how people live and how those smokeless stoves have transformed their lives. And one of Habitat's housing solutions in Guatemala is to work on increasing and including more stoves. So actually we have kind of put a pitch in, and hopefully into 2017, our board may look at adjusting our tithe again. We've given to Guatemala, we've given to Ghana, we're currently giving to the Global Mission Fund, which just sends money to the areas that are most critical and most in need. So we're hoping maybe into 2017 we might consider tithing back to Guatemala again, since some of us have now had the opportunity to travel to various parts of Guatemala and see what the need is.
Awesome. And it was our last board meeting, she shared, her and the other board members shared about their trip, and we saw some pictures, and it was just really great to hear this. So when you give to your local Habitat, you are not only helping families and individuals in your own community, you are also making a difference globally around the world. It's quite an amazing thing. So we would ask once again today that you would just consider, first of all, if you don't know a lot about Habitat, learn some more. Of course, our website is the best place to do that at, farmhabitat.org. Cruise around on there a little bit, learn about how Habitat serves, what it does, how you can be involved. There's a place that you can register to be a volunteer, and we'll get back to you and talk with you about exactly how you can serve. And of course, once again, there is ample ways that you can donate. Donation is very easy to do on our online portal at farmvillehabitat.org. Go and fill that out. You can make a one-time gift. You can make a recurring gift, however you feel led to give. We would ask that today you would stay with us throughout the day and enjoy all the videos. We have many more to come, as we'll be all over the community talking with people, our board members, our Habitat homeowners, volunteers at the Restore, all kind of great stuff today. This is the place to be on Giving Tuesday on the Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity Facebook page. We ask that you would share this with other people today. Get other eyes on this, other people involved in helping. And one thing I would ask that you would check out, it just went live on our Facebook page. We made a theme song. We have a theme song, the 12 Hours of Giving, very Habitat-specific theme song and a video to go with it, and I do think you'll enjoy that, and you can share that around too and get some more people checking out what's going on here today. So, Jen, thank you very much for taking some time out of your busy day. I know you have a lot to do here at Longwood, and thank you so much for your service for all these years with the Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity. So that is going to do it for our second video and our second hour of giving. We will be back at 11 o'clock, the top of the hour, 11 o'clock with our next video. Where will it be? Well, there's only one way to find out. Tune in at 11 and see where we'll be broadcasting from. Thank you so much for checking things out today. Thank you so much for considering giving to the Farmville Area Habitat for Humanity.